got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Set and logo. Let's go. Snap.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On the set. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, 154, 154. Hey. Showing up.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. To throw on third down, Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Winston. Got him in. It's for Sean Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice game.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 16 yards on the play. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And a catch right side by Evans. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are set.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Derek Shelby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Jameis to throw it. Being chased out left. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Winston. The left side completion to Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep, Golden Tate. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded at the 2. Good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? Now Barkley stripped of the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Complete, he finds Bray. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Bray, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They'll start on the ground with Barber. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From the 40 now on second down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into that.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 13. Check 13. 36. 36. Wait. Neutral, focus. Wait. Hayward. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
47 to mark.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Let's go, fellas.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Barber. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jameis Winston with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaquille Barrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Twisting away. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
47's the mark.
Jameis again. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air again with Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the carry, it's Logan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. This is Logan. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 44, Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. To throw is Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At their 48-yard
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
So don't say nothing.
2nd and 4. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They'll run on first down. It's Barber trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Barber. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.